Once again, it's me, through heaven and earth, a man of his word. I'm back with a character so imposing and heroic that you'll be left in wide eye and gaping in awe. Guaranteed to tip your heart in respect. Why bother with guessing? None other than the illusion Duong is about to make his grand experience. Ready, everyone? The time machine is about to start. Duong Đình Nghệ was the second son of Duong Đình Thiện, a member of a wealthy and influential family in Long Vĩ, Châu Cổ Pháp, Bắc Ninh. Around the year 894, his family migrated to Giàng village, Dương Xá, Châu Ái, now known as Thiệu Dương Commune, Thiệu Hóa district, Thanh Hóa province. From what I heard, his lineage was renowned for producing a child-dowry and patriotic individual. As the saying goes, like father, like son, Duong Đình Nghệ inherited these remarkable qualities. A long-standing leader known for his intellect, resourcefulness, and deep love for his country and its people, he was revered by all and commanded a formidable force. To thank you for your support on Through Heaven and Earth, here's an interesting information. Even heroes like Duong Đình Nghệ had idols, just like us. How do I know this? Back then, Duong Đình Nghệ served as a military commander under the Cúc family, specifically Cúc Hạo and Cúc Từ Mỹ. What makes someone your idol? Looks or talent? For Duong Đình Nghệ, this was surely his extraordinary vision. He deeply admired the Cúc family's efforts to secure national autonomy and thus fresh allegiance to Cúc Hạo and Cúc Từ Mỹ. Talk about a prime example of idol success. This is a vibe we should all hope to channel. But enough about his distinguished lineage. Duong Đình Nghệ career were even more legendary. What makes a hero? Intelligence or strength? That's not enough. You also need the right circumstances. As the saying goes, a hero is born of the times. And for Duong Đình Nghệ, the timing was both coincidental and unexpected. In the autumn of 923, the king of Nam Hán sent his formidable general Lý Khắc Chính to invest Giao Châu, capturing Cúc Thừa Mỹ and taking him prisoner. Big mistake. He met with an idol who had a devoted superfan like Duong Đình Nghệ. Let's just pray for Lý Khắc Chính to have met his end with a rest of dignity. Without making his fan wait long, Duong Đình Nghệ, as a former general of Cúc Hạo, swiftly gathered his force and defeated Lý Khắc Chính. As the governor of Ái Châu, he committed himself day and night to restoring national independence. He trained 3,000 loyal followers in martial arts, gathering talent in Giàng village, Dương Xá, Thiệu Hóa, Thanh Hóa, transforming it into a hub of resistance. This center of solidarity attracted legendary figures such as Ngô Quyền from Đường Lâm, Sơn Tây, Đinh Công Trứ from Trường Châu, Ninh Bình, and Phạm Bạch Hổ from Đằng Giang, Hưng Yên, who brought their families and fought to unite with Duong Đình Nghệ for the long struggle ahead. From a local leader and trusted general of Cúc Hạo and Cúc Từ Mỹ, Duong Đình Nghệ emerged as a heroic leader who boldly took on the responsibility of leading the people to proclaim independence and sovereignty. Within a year, he successfully repelled three major Nam Hán invasions led by their more notorious generals. The first victory came shortly after Cúc Thừa Mỹ defeat. Duong Đình Nghệ rallied 3,000 troops from his homeland and personally led them to decisive victory against Lý Khắc Chính. The second victory followed when Nam Hán replaced Lý Khắc Chính with Lý Tín. However, before Lý Tín could accomplish anything, he was utterly defeated by Duong Đình Nghệ and fled back to his homeland in panic. But Nam Hán's persistence were remarkable, or perhaps the king had crushed on Duong Đình Nghệ, given how relentlessly he pursued him. The third encounter occurs when Nam Hán dispatched General Trần Bảo to reinforce Lý Tín, yet distant water cannot extinguish a nearby fire, especially one fueled by the fervent spirit of the people. When Trần Bảo arrived, Giao Châu had already fallen to Duong Đình Nghệ. In the ensuing battle, Trần Bảo was decapitated, and the Nam Han forces fled in disarray. Looking at his impressive track record, who wouldn't admire a man of such valor as Duong, achieving consecutive victories by that requires extraordinary intelligence and strategy, earning him a rightful place among our nation's great general and a sound of immense national pride. In 931, after three victorious campaigns against the invaders, Duong declared himself tiết độ sứ, taking control of the nation and personally managing state affairs. Curious about this title, it was initially a Chinese administrative post imposed during the late Northern domination, but for Duong, it was merely a temporary designation, a diplomatic vacay. In reality, he was the ruler of our nation. This demonstrated the subtlety of our ancestors' diplomacy, something we should continue to learn and embellish with strategic vision and clear foresight. During the 6 years, 931 to 937, he devoted his efforts to building resistant forces in every aspect. He continued implementing reforms initiated during the Cook family era, restructuring administrative level from central to local, extending governance to the grassroots levels of society, districts, and villages to strengthen the power of the central state. He revised system of land taxes, levies, and convey labor, equalized agricultural taxes, abolished forced labor, and established household registers, specifying family origins, assigning their management to district heads. Politically, he maintained his steadfast administration for his ideal, adhering to principles of the Cook family, favoring tolerance and simplicity, allowing the people to live in peace. Gradually, the nation began to see positive transformations, and the people's lives became more bearable. Notably, he carefully selected talented individuals and entrusted them with significant responsibilities in building and governing Châu-Ai and Zhonghuan, thereby forming a powerful force to secure the nation's long-term stability. First, he established internal affairs, fortified the administrative reforms established by the Cook family, and enhanced the army's strength through consistent training and preparation. The nation's vigor grew day by day, fueled by an unstoppable momentum. But let's not forget the 3,000 fighters whom Duong took under his care. As people often say, choose friends wisely, and how much harder it to pick the right people out of 3,000. In history, we had Mi Zhou, and in this era, there was Kiều Công Tĩnh. Kiều Công Tĩnh was a general from Phong trusted quickly by Duong. However, due to arrogance spread by success with Duong, he lost his humanity, becoming frightful and plotting betrayal. Tragically, after securing peace for around 20 years, Duong was betrayed and assassinated by none other than this tactic subordinate, Kiều Công Tĩnh, who then seized power. His death was spread anger among loyal regional leaders, especially Ngô Quyền. It also sparked strong opposition from the people, uniting everyone in a collective resolve to rise against the traitor. Surely, pressing in viper in one's bosom in bitter fate, Duong, who dedicated his life to the nation's cause, ultimately met an untimely and unjust demise. Nevertheless, Duong remains a relevant figure in our nation's history. He entertains us with victories celebrated far and wide, which even today, as descendants, we can only marvel at and deeply admire. As Minh Yu once said, great talent often accompanies great training. Through a hero meeting a villain, Duong remains eternally honored in history as an inspiration and a lesson for numerous historical uprisings that follow. As for the specific character or events, stay tuned for Through Heaven and Earth. The time machine will soon be activated for the next episode. If anyone has any suggestions, please leave a comment below so we can continue our lively discussion together. And don't forget to share it with your friends. After all, the more, the merrier, right?